Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So you may not know, but I use a good portion of my artwork in conferences that I host at some point during the year. So this piece and the piece that I made before entitled Eyes Forward, those two pieces I made for a conference that I did back in November. If you're interested in knowing what those conferences are about, you'll want to head over to my other YouTube channel called Creators Image Art. That gives you an idea of the conferences that I put together and I host. Again, that's Creators Image Art. So this painting was super complex. The idea was to have two circles, one greater and one smaller. The greater one represents the father and the smaller one represents the son. I first had to sketch it out, so I was working from a sketch. Then I had to draw out on the masonite board the positioning of both of those objects. So now what I'm doing is I am blocking in both of them, just setting down the base layers, and then I will build as I go. Now this video is going to be a bit longer, so it's going to be like the last painting that I did. I'm going to break this one up into two parts. So again, if you are not a subscriber to this channel, you're going to want to subscribe so that you can catch the second part of this painting. It's got a lot of steps, it's very complex, so there was a lot of layering. So as I go, I'm using a palette knife to build up the textures and then going back in with a paintbrush. As some of you have seen, I use a glass palette. It's not anything fancy. I know a lot of people like to know what artists use, and some of the items that you see on the video might look fancy, but honestly, that palette that I use is pretty much just one of those whiteboard clipboards that I got from Five Below. So for you beginner painters out there, you don't have to break the bank buying art supplies. Sometimes all you have to do is just go and find items that you can use, and sometimes you can find them at Walmart, sometimes you can find them at Five Below. It all depends on what you're looking for. Now I personally like using a glass palette versus a plastic palette. A plastic palette tends to scratch easily, especially when you're trying to use a palette knife. So I personally like glass because it's a lot easier to clean. When I'm trying to clean it, I will use a palette knife and just a little bit of water on the surface. And it comes up really easily, really nicely, and then I just rinse it with water. So I'm curious, what subject matter do you like to paint? Do you like animals, landscapes, abstracts, portraits? And if you're not too experienced, then what kind of subject matter would you like to learn? What is it that gives you the most challenge? How to draw a portrait or how to paint a landscape? I would like to know. I would love to see what challenges you face or what is your favorite subject matter. So go ahead and put that in the comments. I would love to read what you guys like to do. Thanks so much for sticking around for this video. I know it was longer, but I split it up into 2 parts. So if you're not already a subscriber, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and you will get a notification when the next video rolls out, which will be very, very soon, and you won't want to miss it. Thanks for joining me on this video, and I will see you next time.